state your name and Clat and Ailet rank for the interview.
Hi everyone, I'm Arshiya Gupta. I was a one-year student in CP and my Ailet rank is All India rank 3 and my Clat rank is All India rank 172.
So Arshiya, we know that you're going to join in LU Delhi. Is that a college that you are looking forward to joining?
Definitely, ma'am. So since I've been preparing for law, I think the only two colleges that I've really wanted to go to are either Bangalore or Delhi. So getting one of them just feels like a dream come true. So I'm looking forward to it.
So Arshiya, how did you prepare? Like you were here for 1 year. So how did you prepare and what are the challenges you faced, if any?
Alright, ma'am. So coming into +1, I just knew that I had to do law, and for that I'd have to appear for Ailet and Clat. So I spent my +1 just preparing my base in various subjects, and as soon as I entered 12th, I think one thing that I did face was lack of direction, which was countered when I joined CP, because I knew that I was a capable child, but I really needed someone to guide me to achieve these things, and CP really provided that direction, so I'm really grateful for that.
Arshiya, were there any strong areas that you noticed in the mocks that you were good at, and did they remain your strong areas in the exam?
Definitely, ma'am. So I think that I spent a lot of time doing GK, and that definitely became my strong suit. And it appeared in Ailet as well, because I think a lot of my marks that I got were from the GK section. I think I got a score of 23, so that remained, and that really stuck with me.
What about your weak areas and how did you work on them?
Weak areas. So, ma'am, as we came closer to Ailet and Clat, I think one thing that was resurfacing again and again was my speed. So that was definitely a problem. But then I gave mocks. I gave a lot of mocks. I gave one Clat mock and one Ailet mock every day. And I think I was able to really give a push to my preparation because of that.
Arshiya, you were also selected in the club badge right from the beginning. And how would you describe your experience in the club badge?
The club badge was exactly what I personally needed, because the amount of insight that I got there, just looking at your competition and just listening to different people sit together and analyze those mocks, just gaining different perspectives. I think that is something that I really needed, and that is what the club badge provided.
So what are the 1, 2, 3 things that would make you recommend Clat Possible, if at all, to your juniors?
So I definitely recommend Clat Possible, because for one, I think Clat Possible really knows what Clat requires, and they train you in a way that you become prepared to tackle anything that comes your way. So this time Ailet changed their pattern, but I was able to really maintain my calm, because I knew that somewhere in the middle of my preparation, I had been prepared for such pattern changes and that I'd be able to do well. So Clat Possible really just knows how to train students, and they've got a great faculty and especially great mocks, which again are a fundamental part of any aspirant's preparation.
And at this point, maybe for all the juniors or all the 24 aspirants, I would also like to share an insight that, Arshiya's first week in the club badge, not scoring up to the mark, or at least she felt she wasn't scoring up to the mark, and that moment of panic, and I remember we were chatting and, everything was going fine with her, except that she would just falter at the mocks, and we baffled. So that's one phase, that I want to talk about at this moment, because I think any aspirant looks for answers to that phase.
Yes, ma'am.
So you collected yourself from there, because I think in the first few days you dropped your marks for no reason. Was it? It could have been the peer pressure, or it could have been this overwhelming desire to perform. And then from there, constantly rising and not giving up. So this not giving up is what I want to highlight as a mentor to you, and and taking feedback patiently, because I know 3-4 kids quit in the club badge, but you did not, and taking feedback and continuing to work on it. So this not giving up. So do you think that was also, I mean, a strength that you have, or maybe if you didn't notice, I'm telling you?
Definitely not. So I think that believing in your self attitude, or just that mindset that I'm not going to give up, and then that I'm going to just make it. I think that is one thing that is again very fundamental to anyone's preparation. Why? Because first of all, your mock scores are not going to stay consistent forever. They're going to go up and they're going to go down. But it's when they go down that you really need to handle yourself. You need to know that this is not forever, and that my downs will really teach me where I'm lacking. So I think learning from your mistakes rather than crying about them is what really, is what everyone should incorporate in their preparation, and just believing in the process, just trusting it and going along with it. I had a lot of guidance from my CP mentors and CP ma'am, and I just, I'm thankful for all of that, because one thing that I've really taken away from that is to stay consistent and to not fret over anything, because nothing is permanent, everything is going to change.
Yes, so I think from Arshiya's interview, message is loud and clear. Showing up, showing up for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what all of you have to do. Thank you so much, Arshiya, and all the best for your future. You're going to be fabulous at NLU Delhi, and of course later in life.
Thank you so much, ma'am.